everybody, and welcome back to Dragon Wing Diamonds. I am here today with a WIP in chat. WIP stands for Work in Progress. And chat, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about my week. Currently, I am working on the Love Potion, and I'm working on finishing it because I'm hoping to get this finished before the end of September, which we only have a couple days left, so that's crazy to think about. So yeah, I'm working on getting this one finished because I have another fun kit on the ready to go, and it's from a new to me company, so I'm very excited about that. So yeah, working on Love Potion. The washi tape, this perfect washi tape that matches, is from Amanda Michelle Designs. I am using my Enablers Outpost pen. I have my Mermaid Cavern cover minder, and that is trash drills from multiple sections, so don't fear. And then we are doing putty. We got maple pecan from Miranda's Crafty Corner, and strawberry preserves Snap Dots from Snap Crafters Cafe. And then of course I have my cat-proof diamond painting tray with drills in it. So yeah, that's everything. I think so. Cool. Okay, how's your weeks going? Mine has been like halfway chaotic, halfway getting better. So this week we both said, you know what, this is going to be an easy, relaxing week. And so far it has been, so we're pretty thankful for that. I'm actually starting to feel like I'm recovering from 2 weeks ago. So I might overlap some things just because I know I filmed on Thursday and stuff like that, and I'm trying to remember what I talked about. And yeah. But let me start off by saying, oh my gosh, Diamond Art Club this week is killing it. I love the mystery kit that they announced, and I was actually, so, we got Diamond Art Club, we got Butterfly Effect Wares, we got all the good stuff, and of course Diamond Art Studio UK. I'm very interested in that advent calendar they have, so, but I'm not going to be able to get that one. But yeah, we basically came to an agreement on Monday because, you know, I'm currently, since I'm unemployed, a lot of my financials are based on my fiance because he's the one who makes all the big bucks. And so basically it's okay, what I can get from week to week and stuff. So this week I was able to get a pen because I fell in love with the Butterfly Effect Wares, the pumpkin spice pens that they're releasing on Saturday. Those are absolutely gorgeous. And then they announced that Fantasy Ocean Mystery Kit, and I was like, oh crap, now I need that. And so I ended up having to give up getting a pen this weekend, and I got the mystery kit instead. So yeah. Of course, that would just fall right back in there. Dang, that didn't work to my favor. So yeah. So I gave up getting that, and then now Diamond Art Club's like, oh wait, now look at all these Halloween paintings, and so far I've seen 4 posted, and I want 3 out of the 4 already. And then there's a little teaser they have of another one, and I'm like, it's a landscape, but it's a Halloween landscape, and I'm like, what? Am I actually interested in a landscape painting? So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I am able to get a couple paintings this weekend thanks to a very generous friend. So yeah, I'm looking at those and determining which ones I want to get. So yeah. So last week, I know on Wednesday, I talked about the boys, we had the boys open house and an ice cream social at their school and stuff like that, met all their teachers and stuff, and, you know, of course my heart soared when I found out they actually talk about me at school and stuff. I think Friday was basically pretty chill, went to class, came home, got boys off the bus, and the boys spent a lot of time outside playing with the neighbors the past week that they were with us, so that was good. They got lots of fresh air time because Alex doesn't like going outside unless it's with the girls because he doesn't like just playing with Drake by himself. So, but we did run into some drama with that too, unfortunately. Yeah, and kind of explained to Alex, like, these are things that you shouldn't have been doing. But, like, he wanted to take a break and stuff like that, so he chose to do so on the trampoline, and then got mad when the other kids wanted to play on the trampoline. It's like, well, you can't just hog the trampoline because you want to take a break. That's what we have chairs for. Like, we have lounge chairs on the deck. Like, come up there, sit there, relax, and do your thing. So, yeah, we dealt with that, and then dealt with another situation where, like, the neighbor girl was, like, apparently punching him and stuff like that. And he was, like, changing a story on us on what he did. So, like, we asked him, hey, did you tell her? Or did you ask her nicely to stop punching you? He's like, yeah. Or he said, no, I just walked away. And I'm like, okay, well, you should have asked for her to stop first. And then if she didn't stop, then you go and get an adult and stuff like that. And he wasn't even, like, coming to get us either. He was just, like, sitting inside for a couple minutes. And then right after we said that, he's like, no, wait, I did tell her to stop. And it's like, wait, what? You literally just said you didn't. And he's like, oh, I thought you meant the first time. And it's like, well, we're not constantly watching you. Like, we don't have our noses pressed to the window, so we didn't know. How are we supposed to know it happened more than once? And so, yeah, we kind of, like, explained to him, like, the situation. And we're like, well, if she keeps it up, talk to her first. And if she continues doing it afterwards, then go get her mom or dad and let them know what's going on so they can correct the situation. Because we can't do anything with their kids. Like, if it was Drake, then yeah, we would tell him. But it's not our responsibility to parent their children. So yeah, after that, everything was fine. Everybody was outside playing and having a fun time, and all was good with the world. So we're like, okay, cool. So yeah. Now I gotta actually think about what we did. Oh wait, I remember what happened Friday now. Jeez. So we determined earlier in the week that we needed a break because, you know, we'd been going on, like, basically 2 straight weeks of, like, constant, like, with building the costume, and then all last week with the kids has just been go, 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 go. There's, like, been no break. And so we're like, okay, we need a break. And so he texted his mom, and we asked if, like, she'd be willing to take the boys off her hands for a little bit. And then it was like, oh yeah, sure. And then, of course, because the boys also had a half day on Friday too, so they were home early. And then we also had the situation of, like, oh, well, Drake's got an eye doctor appointment. And we're like, okay, well, having to figure this all out around school was impossible because, like, we didn't know there was a half day until Thursday on Friday, and we're like, oh god, now we got to figure this all out. So what ended up happening was we went out to my class, and then on our way back through, we dropped Drake off with his mom because since she scheduled it on our week, she offered to take them because we've had issues in the past with her scheduling appointments on our weeks and making us take them when we don't have the time in our schedule to do so. Like, we always ask, like, if you're scheduling something on our weeks, talk to us about it and let us schedule the appointment because we know what's going on in our schedule. She doesn't. So yeah, she's like, this is, like, literally the only opportunity we can get them in and stuff like that. And we're like, okay, fine, whatever. So she was taking them. So on our way back from my class, we swung by and dropped him off at his mom's house. And then brain fart. Anyway, then we took Alex over to my mother-in-law's house and dropped him off there. And then she's like, well, come back at this time and we'll do, like, family dinner. We're like, okay, cool. Don't have to cook tonight? Yes. And it was just, like, pizza and stuff, so nice and easy. So yeah, and then we got home, and then I got to relax for a little bit, and then I can't remember exactly what he had to do, but my fiance had to do something on Friday, so he had to leave. I think he had to leave immediately. Yeah, and we laid down Sydney when we got home too, because, like, she didn't nap, because, you know, I think she's still kind of getting used to the new schedule and stuff like that, because, like, On Tuesdays, Thursdays, she can nap whenever she wants. Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, we try to like corral her into a nap before class, because by the time we get home, it's a little too late for a nap and it's almost her bedtime. So yeah, we've been kind of like trying to adjust this new schedule for her, but it's not really been working very well. So that day she didn't nap, so we decided like, well, we're having dinner at your parents' tonight, so why don't we lay her down when we get home and see if she'll take a nap, and then, you know, and then hopefully that'll be, because we expected her to be up late since we were going to be over at my fiance's parents. So I feel like she didn't nap for very long, and then my fiance had to run out and do something. Really wish I remember what it was, because I really don't. But yeah, then he got home. I think he ran to the store or something like that. Maybe that's what it was. Oh, that's what it was. He had to run to Walmart because we've been having a hard time finding Sydney's oatmeal, because like they have special like oatmeal for infants. Well, infants and toddlers and stuff like that. So and it's so easy to make and stuff, like a lot easier than making actual adult oatmeal. I mean, she eats the adult oatmeal too, but it's just so much easier. You just heat up some water or some milk and throw it in there. And mix it up and it's good to go. So we ended up having to order like a bunch of it from Walmart, because we have Wegmans out here, but Wegmans hasn't been stocking it. Like, we haven't been able to find it at either of the two Wegmans we go to, because we have the one out near my college and the one here at home. So we weren't able to find that, or we weren't able to get that. So yeah, we found it at Walmart. We're like, okay, cool. We'll just order like, 5 containers of it or something like that, because they're small. So we go through them like in a week. So yeah, he ended up having to run out and grab that, because like we had planned to do that. A hole in that one. Sorry, struggle bus right now. Is that the one that like fell in there? So yeah, we had planned on getting it earlier in the week, but then just like every single day it's like, oh my god, I'm too tired, I cannot handle these kids by myself. And he's like, yeah, I can't handle going to the store. And it's like, okay, well, here we are. And it was on hold till like Sunday, so we were fine. And Sydney had plenty to eat, so we were fine. So yeah, finally ran out and got that. And then he got home. And like I said, Sydney didn't really nap at that point, so we're like, okay, well, we're gonna have a grumpy baby tonight. What, you couldn't settle in the blanket, now you're mad? Shadow's glaring at me. Which one do I want to do next? Let's do this one. Yeah, so by the time we actually got a chance to sit and relax, we had to turn around and go back to his parents' house. Or so we're like, okay, well, we didn't really get a break today, but that's okay. We're gonna be fine. We'll get through it. So yeah, we get to his parents' house and like talk to the boys and stuff like that, and we asked Drake how his after appointment went, and then Drake's like, oh, we didn't make it in time. We dropped them off at like 3:45, and the appointment was at like 4:20, and yeah, I don't know. So yeah, ended up missing the appointment, so all that rushing around was for nothing, which was frustrating. But whatever. So then we're like, okay. And so we had our dinner. And yeah, it was a quiet family dinner. Like, cause I mean, usually it's like all of us, but my fiance's dad was in Florida visiting his brother. My fiance's brother, not his dad's brother. But yeah, so he was in Florida, and my fiance's sister just moved into a house, so she's been working on painting and getting everything all situated and stuff. And like to a point that she's happy with, because poor girl, she was basically like throwing in offers on any house in hopes to get in something, although she said she liked the one that she got. And like out, like you walk through their backyard and out a gate, there's a park there, like a playground there and stuff like that, so it's a really good place and stuff like that. So actually it ended up working out pretty well for her. But yeah, she's just got a lot to fix up because it was an elder woman who lived there, and so now she's trying to make it livable for herself and her 2 kids, her 2 sons. So, but yeah, she was doing that, so she's like, yeah, I'm just gonna continue painting. I'm not gonna make it to dinner. It's like, it's okay, that's fine. We'll just bring you some leftovers and stuff once we're done. So yeah, just had dinner, just us and my fiance's mom, which was good. We had a good time, and like I was telling her about my semester, she was telling me about her semester because she's a teacher at the college I attend. So she tells me about her classes a lot, and I tell her about mine too. And yeah, it's just funny the things that come through with a freshman or a college comp teacher. It's like, oh, your students did what now? Don't they? What? But yeah. So yeah, we and then we ended up getting home, I think about 7-ish. So pretty late for baby girl bedtime. So yeah, we got home, got her in bed, and then let the boys do their thing for a little bit, and then we got one second, I'm gonna pause for a second. I just got distracted. Sorry about that. One of my friends texted me, and I was like, oh wait, should probably respond before he starts spilling stuff. Tonight Survivor starts up again, and me and one of my friends from school, we both watch it, so I was telling him I can't watch it tonight because I don't have cable. I watch it on streaming. He just said, excuse you, jerk. Anyways. So yeah, I got home, got everybody in bed, and then we kind of got to relax. And I can't remember I think that was the night that we were like, you know what, I think we need to go to bed early. Like, I was kind of just like laying on the couch with no energy to do anything, and I even like set up in diamond paint and stuff, and like he was just kind of sitting with me, and I was like, you know, you want to go upstairs? And he's like, yeah, let's go upstairs. So we actually did good for ourselves and went to bed early and stuff, so yeah. And then Saturday the boys had mentioned, well, by the boys I mean Alex. Drake never asks for anything, but Alex does. Which I kind of wish Drake would ask for stuff more often, because it's like, you know, if there's something you want to do, talk to us. Oh yeah, that's another big thing before I get into Saturday morning. So yeah, all week this week, Alex, we are realizing now that we definitely have a preteen in the household. Like, it's happening. Here we are. It's funny, I've been talking to my friend Stealthy about this, because like her daughter is going through the same stages as Alex, and so we're like kind of like comparing notes. But yeah, like all week this week, like every day there was like something new. So like I think I mentioned like his friend Hunter on the bus in my last WIP and chat. Like they've been wanting to hang out, but we don't have Hunter's parents' information. So like the plan was like, okay, we'll get their information and then we'll plan a play date. But of course, like the day that happened, Alex ended up misbehaving, and we ended up being like, well, we're not doing this today then, because you know you couldn't do this for 2 seconds. So yeah, that was a situation. So yeah, so that was like one day, him walking off the bus and being like, oh, can we go do this tonight? And we're like, okay, we'll see. And then earlier in the week, he asked if we could go on a bike ride. Well, they could go on a bike ride. I don't ride bikes. I don't like riding bikes. But yeah. And then I can't remember if it was Thursday or Friday, but Alex asked if he could go over to his friend Devin's house, and it's like, okay, well, we can't do all of this stuff. So we're like, okay, so these are the 3 things that you asked us to do. What is the thing that you would prefer to do? Because we can only do one. Because like we want to actually spend time with him too. So it's like, okay, you can choose one thing to do this week. You can either go to Hunter's house, you can either go to Devin's house, or we can do like, or you and Dad can go on a bike ride. And so he chose his friend Devin's house, and like we're asking too, like, so is Devin like kind of moving into best friend mode? He's like, well, yeah, he's been my best friend. It's like, well, yeah, it's different at that age, I can understand, but so we're like explaining like, yeah, we just noticed you've been hanging out with him a lot more, and so he seems like he's more of a friend, or even closer friend now than he was like a couple years ago. And so I was like, yeah, he's definitely my best friend. So we're like, okay, cool. So we contacted Devin's parents and asked if, or to let them know like Alex was hoping to hang out and stuff. And like, I feel like, I mean, I guess it's just new territory for me because I'm just entering the realm of parenthood. Like, you know, obviously I've only been a biological parent for over a year and a half. But like, I've been a parent to the boys before then, but like before then they didn't really have friends that they hung out with because when I first came into their lives was 2020 when things were all kind of like shut down and stuff. So it's like, we didn't deal with like them going over to people's houses and stuff like that, and I just like, man, it kind of feels like a weird concept, like texting these parents and being like, oh well, so and so wants to hang out, can I drop my kid off at your house for a few hours? So it's just like a kind of a weird dynamic that I'm personally getting used to as a parent, and I'm sure it'll happen too, where it's like, oh, when like maybe when Sydney's older or something like that, or when I'm a little bit more like, I don't know, noticeable, I guess, in the boys' lives as their stepmom, like to other people. I don't know. Either way. So yeah, we texted Devin's mom and it was like, hey, Alex was hoping to hang out, and then she's like, well, unfortunately, like most of the household here is sick, so we're gonna have to take a rain track. And we're like, okay, cool. Well, not cool, but we're like, okay, that's unfortunate. Hopefully everybody feels better. And then we're like, okay, so that was a swing and a miss. And we're like, okay, well, we can try Hunter next. And then in the meantime, we had Drake, who's like, oh, I'd like to hang out with my friend Liam. And so really, like, we tried to plan something there, but then they ended up being super busy. So like all of our attempts at play dates fell through this weekend. So we're like, you know what we'll do? We'll just go on a bike ride. This was like, I think on Sunday we decided we'll go on a bike ride and head down to, because I live on a dead end street. And then towards, like, about midway down the street, there is this place called a pocket park. And it's just, like, a couple of swings and, like, a little space for kids to, like, run around and play and stuff like that. So we're like, okay, so as we were gearing up to go, we heard the neighbors and stuff. We're like, oh, do you want to see if, like, Lily and Maple want to come with us, too? And so we're like, yeah, sure, let's do that. And so we asked, like, hey, can you mind if, like, we're going to take the boys down the pocket park and we're gonna have Sydney in the stroller if you wanted, or so if like the girls wanted to join us on their bikes and stuff, they can. And so like, oh yeah, sure. And so the girls came down with us, and then of course we ended up walking all the way down there, and there was a picnic going on. We're like, oh crap. So yeah. But anyways, I digress from Saturday. So yeah, all the play dates fell through, and so like Saturday morning rolls around, and we're like, okay. And of course, so Friday night, because my fiance's parents like to give us all their leftovers, because I mean it's only the two of them in the house, so they're not going to eat a lot of food, or all the food. So we're like, they give us some stuff, and like, okay, yeah, we'll finish it off. So she gave the boys some waffles to heat up in the morning and stuff like that. And first off, Sydney let me sleep in, which was glorious. So I didn't get out of bed till like 10 o'clock. Which was nice, because that was like my day to get up with her, and I was like, okay, you actually let me sleep in. I'm here for this. But of course, when I woke up to yelling down in the kitchen here, and I was like, oh, what's going on? It's like, do I really need to do this first thing in the morning? But it was Drake yelling at Alex because he couldn't do something. So I came down, I was like, what's going on? And as I'm coming down, like Drake's on his tippy toes trying to reach the microwave, and I'm like, dude, what's going on? And Drake's like, well, I asked Alex to help me heat up a waffle, and he wasn't helping. Like, it seems like he got it in the microwave, but then he wasn't like getting it out for Drake or something. I don't know, I don't remember. I was half asleep when I was dealing with all this, because woke me up and stuff. So I'm like, well, Alex, you need to be helping him, because A, he can't reach. Like, we have a microwave that is literally above our stove. Like, Drake is not tall enough to reach it. He was on his tippy toes and just barely touching the handle on it. So it's like, you need to be helping your brother. And then, so he finished helping Drake and stuff, and got his waffle and stuff. And then I told, like, so, Alex is obsessed with watching anime, but, like, right now we're hitting that point with Sydney where she's definitely, like, she can recognize things easier and stuff like that, so I don't want her seeing, like, images from, like, TV shows that'll, like, freak her out and stuff like that. So, like, basically I've asked the boys, like, while she's awake to to not watch their anime, which, you know, shouldn't be a big deal anyways. They prefer to play their Switches anyways, or they're outside playing. Like, the only times I really watch it now is in the morning before school, and, like, when there's not enough time to play Switch at night. So I asked him to turn off the show because I was getting his sister up and stuff like that, and he obliged. And then as I went upstairs because, like, you know, I basically just rolled out of bed and, like, came down here and started dealing with this stuff. So I went back upstairs, filled in my fiance and everything that was happening and stuff because, you know, he was awake and heard it all. And I was getting myself ready for the day, like, you know, changing my shirt and stuff because, you know, I don't want to sit around in PJ shirt all day. Even though I've done it before. No shame if you do. None whatsoever. But yeah, so I was changing my shirt, like putting my bra on, stuff like that, and explaining the situation. And as I'm doing that, Alex comes upstairs and, like, opens his door and stuff, and we're like, oh, hey, what's going on? And then Alex is like, oh, well, I'm really tired, so I'm just gonna lay down for a little bit. And we're like, okay, well, yeah, make an effort to try to take a nap. Don't just, like, lay down, wait 2 minutes, and then, like, come out of your room. And, like, we had another conversation with him being like, well, are you upset because you got in trouble or something? Because, like, that's what he does. Like, he gets in trouble and then he finds a way to make it, like, our problem. Like, you know, we're the ones who did wrong because we scolded him for doing something that he wasn't supposed to be doing. Or, you know, in this case, being mean to his brother. And so, he's like, no, I didn't sleep much last night. Because, yeah, the night before, I forgot to mention this, he managed to keep himself up until 11 o'clock at night. And then my fiance had to go up and resettle him, and, like, after that, that's when he fell asleep. So it's like, he's like, oh, I got, like, 5 hours of sleep last night, because apparently he woke up at, like, 6 in the morning or something like that. And I was just like, oh my god. And that was also the morning that 6:30 said he threw a pacifier and woke me up, and I'm like, nope, we're going back to sleep. Put the pacifier back in, walk out of the room. And thankfully she did go to sleep and then slept till 10. But yeah, we're like, okay. It's like, okay, then go in there, make an actual effort to take a nap, and then come back down. Or we'll either get you up at lunchtime or you come back down when you're awake and stuff like that. And so, like, we're both down here and, like, doing our thing, and, like, a good hour goes by. I'm like, oh, I think he's actually asleep. Like, I think he might actually be napping. I was so excited and stuff. Like, I was so proud of him because he just really fights hard to not sleep ever. And then he comes down with a Switch, and we're like, oh my god, are you serious? Like, we didn't even notice he brought the Switch in his room with him. We're like, why did you bring your Switch with you if you're gonna try to take a nap? He's like, I don't know. You know, that I don't know all the time. And it's like, well, why didn't you tell us you were bringing your Switch in there? I don't know. And then, you know, of course we're like, is it because you knew we were going to tell you to put it downstairs? No. I'm like, yeah. So we got frustrated with that. And we're like, okay, well, we do not want to hear you complain about being tired the entire rest of this day, because honestly, at this point, you've made the decisions that you've made, and this is why you're tired. So, yeah. And then, of course, that's the same day, like, all the drama, the outdoor drama happened too and stuff. And it's just like, oh my goodness, this kid, I swear. So then, boys asked for special breakfast, and that special breakfast was donuts. And so we were like, well, because, you know, Alex was, like, copping attitude left and right and all this stuff. And it's like, okay, well, if you want your special breakfast, you need to behave. Like, you need to, like, change the attitude. And, you know, you need to go to bed on time tonight. Don't make us come upstairs and tell you two to go to sleep and stuff like that. So we had lots of stipulations on them. Well, mostly on Alex. Drake was fine. Drake is usually a lot easier. So yeah, we basically told him like, yeah, you just go straight to sleep tonight. Do not make us come up and make you get back in bed and stuff like that, and you'll earn your special breakfast in the morning. So yeah. So yeah, next morning, it was Churd's turn to get up with the baby. So I laid in bed, or I slept until like about, I think, 10 or 10:30. I came downstairs and it was empty. The house was empty. I'm like, oh, no kids, no fiance, nothing. It's really quiet in here. Okay. And so like I kind of just like sat and relaxed and was scrolling my phone and stuff like that. And then they all got home like only a couple minutes after I got up. And so we got donuts. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to bump the microphone there. We got donuts from Dunkin' Donuts. We got, and then of course, since he went to Dunkin' Donuts, he brought me from a coffee because I like my pumpkin spice lattes. So yeah, had that. And then, yeah, so everybody had their breakfast. We even like cut up a donut for Sydney to have, and oh my goodness, like girl, she was covered in chocolate. So covered in chocolate. It was hilarious and adorable at the same time. So yeah, we all had our donuts, and like Alex was in a much better mood the next day, so he definitely got his sleep that he needed and everything. And so like it was funny because at first I was like, well, I want to have a relaxing day. And we're like, okay. And it was pretty like overcast and stuff like that and pretty gloomy, which was funny because I was working on Coder Number while it was overcast and stuff. And I was like, I need to put this up. The gloomy, like the gray clouds outside and the gray in the bottom of that painting. I was like, no, I can't do it right now. I need something happier. I need something a little bit more colorful. So this came out. And then that's when I decided it was like, you know what, I'm just going to work on this straight through until I finish it, because I have an Oraloa painting that I want to get working on because I'm very excited about that. So yeah. But yeah, it was a very gloomy day, so we're like, we figured, well, our initial plan was like, okay, the kids can go outside and play, like, because we did get a text from the neighbors being like, oh, boys available? And so we're like, yeah, why don't you guys just go outside and play a little bit? And then, like, you know, of course, they both tried, or Alex tried to fight it, like, no, I kind of have a headache. I don't want to go outside. It's like, dude, go outside and play. It's probably the last time you're going to be able to do it this week. And so he did. He listened, and he went out and had fun and stuff, and they were running around going crazy. And then we pulled them in. So basically we had a late breakfast, so we ended up doing a late lunch as well. We did lunch about 2 o'clock instead of like 12 to 1 like normal. So we said like, yeah, we'll pull you guys in at noon, and then after that will be like relax time. Like, you guys can play your Switches for a little bit, we'll unwind, and then we'll get you ready to go back to Mom's house because it was Sunday. So yeah, we got the boys to go outside and play and had a great time doing so. And then it was like, okay, time for them to come in. They came in, we did lunch, which is funny because usually for lunch Alex goes for a fluffernutter, and so on Sunday we kind of threw him for a loop because it's like, okay, you had donuts for breakfast, let's do something with a little bit less sugar for lunch. And he, like, you know, of course he was upset about that, and like deciding on something was like pulling teeth, and it's like, okay, just choose something, it's just lunch. So like, you can either do leftover pizza or you can do a chicken patty, like take your choice. And so he ended up choosing the leftover pizza. But yeah, we figured, like, you know, donuts and then having a fluffernutter on top of it, it's like, that's just a little too much sugar for that little body. Let's not. So yeah. So that was good. And then after lunch we kind of just relaxed, and then lately we've been dealing with Drake. He's been watching Alex play Tears of the Kingdom, but by watching I mean he like tells Alex what to do and like how to solve the puzzles, and basically playing the game for him. So on Sunday I was like, okay, so Drake like sat down on the couch, like he was just about to start watching. I'm like, hey Drake, what are you gonna do? He's like, I'm just gonna watch Alex. I'm like, not today, you're not. I was like, no, we're not you're not just gonna sit there and tell him what to do and stuff like that. And I was just like, well, I don't mind when he's watching. I'm like, Alex, what am I saying? And then he's like, well, you don't want to. No, what I'm saying is Drake needs to be doing something instead of just like sitting there watching you play. So, so yeah, they both ended up playing their games and doing their thing and having fun. It was funny too, because like right before we sent them out, the girls are like about to play Among Us together, and then when they got back in, they like completely forgot that they were gonna do that. But yeah, then we got to the point of, you know, later, like we got to that point where it's like, okay, time. That does not feel like enough. Hopefully it is. Hopefully this is the last of this color. Okay. So yeah, we got to the point where it's like, okay, boy, take back. And of course, like, things that always bug me. We have so much going on Sundays. Like, I usually end up missing Shay's lives, and I'm like, no, I'm going to start trying to make a better effort to get part of that. Like, and it works now too, because I have wireless headphones now. I have Bluetooth headphones now, so I can have my headphones in while I'm getting Sydney in bed, and I got very excited about that when I realized it. So this live was for her and Veronica because their birthdays were this week. So yeah, I was able to tune into that on Sunday, and I was very excited about it. And I was doing that while getting Sydney situated and in bed and everything like that. So yeah, it got me all excited. I was like, yeah, I can do this. And then like Sunday night, we were kind of just kicked back, relaxed, just I diamond painted all night. I think he played a game. I can't remember what game he played. I feel like that was the night he was playing Baldur's Gate with his friends, maybe. But either way. But yeah, we had a nice relaxing night, and we're like, okay, this week is going to be a easy week. We're not gonna have too much craziness. We're not gonna like plan a bunch of stuff. We're just gonna have a nice easy week. So far it's been working out pretty well for us. So yeah. So yeah, that was Sunday. Oh, this is like cutting close, but I think I have enough. So yeah, that was Sunday, and then Monday, I was supposed to go to class, but I don't know what happened on Monday. Like all this, I think it's just because, you know, once again, it's just the energy was sapped and everything like that. So I ended up exhausted on Monday, so I ended up just like not going to class. I know it's so bad, but I couldn't focus. I couldn't I was just not in a good spot there for sitting in a classroom. So I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna let myself relax on today, and then I think it was exactly what I needed to. Just sitting on my butt and relaxing and stuff, because, you know, the weeks are crazy right now, especially with like my fiance in the office and stuff like that. So it's like Tuesdays and Thursdays, just me and Sydney all day long. So it's like, it's a lot. It's a lot. I swear, children do like absorb your energy for their own. It's like, how am I so tired at the end of the night when all I do is watch you run around? Like, I don't understand. But I think she was actually she was also being exhausting on Monday too. So that was another thing that kind of wore me down, was the fact that we were having fights with naps and stuff like that. Like, we laid her down for a nap, and then she ended up just like fighting it for like a good hour or something like that. And I was like, okay, well, I think I need to lay down for a nap. And then I went to lay down for a nap, and then she was just in such a bad mood, so like she was just yelling down here and stuff like that. And then, you know, the mom brain, you can't just shut it off. Like, so I was like awake every little noise she made and stuff like that. So I was like, oh my god. So I ended up not being able to nap at all, which was annoying. But, you know, I was like, whatever, we'll just try to get through this day. And of course, you know, I was like grumpy and snippy all the rest of the day. I actually realized now that I missed out on Laura's live on Monday, and I rarely miss her lives. So I was like, ooh, yeah, I was not okay on Monday. I think Monday was another night that we were like, you know what, let's just go to bed early. And yeah, was that Monday? Yeah, it was Monday. We went to bed early Monday. So yeah, it was a that was fun. And then we got Tuesday rolling around, and so Tuesday was a fun day for us because we have been waiting, well, not waiting, but basically, you know, Genshin, the game we play together, they just released the new area, Fontaine, the new region. And so we played through like the areas that they released, and then basically every point for version after this, they kind of release an area and some more quests and stuff like that. And so Tuesday at like, I think it was like 10:30 or something like that when the servers finally went live, we got our new stuff. So we got version 4.1 for Genshin, and so basically we're like looking forward to that all day. He was in the office, of course, on Tuesday because, you know, office days. So it was just me and Sydney, and she was actually really good for me. She was really well behaved. She took her nap like she was supposed to, and she was just being her cute, adorable self. Her newest thing that she does now is playing peekaboo with us. Like, she loves peekaboo. Like, she's loved peekaboo since she was a lot younger, but now she pulls the blanket off the couch and holds it up over her head, and then she drops it and does peekaboo with us. So she plays with us now. So it's been absolutely adorable, and I got so many videos of her doing it. And just, yeah, she's so smart. It's so fun to watch her, like, learn this stuff. So yeah, she was doing, like, the peekaboo thing. She's been drooling like crazy again, so we're like, oh my god, no. No more teeth. No more teething. So we've been trying to check her mouth to see which ones are coming in now. But at this point, she's almost got all of her top row teeth at, like, I'm pretty sure, because I think the other molars come in later or something. I need to look at, like, teeth charts and figure it out. But for the most part, she's, like, on her top row, she's got almost all of her teeth all the way back to her molars. She's just missing, like, one, or, well, technically two, but, like, one on each side. So yeah, we've been kind of keeping an eye on that because, you know, grumpiness and teething go hand in hand. So we're like, oh, please no more. I've been in teething hell since, like, I don't know, probably May. Just constant. Because this girl, she didn't, like, cut any teeth. It's like, I think her first birthday, she still didn't have any teeth actually pushed through. And we're like, okay, where's your teeth? And then now it's just like bam, 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 one right after another, and we're just keep going with it. So yeah. So yeah. What else? What else happened? Oh yeah, this weekend. Those of you who are on Instagram, you probably already saw this, but I kind of been. I don't know. I was toying with the idea of starting a Ko-fi. I think maybe. I don't know. Either way, I've been kind of debating on starting one and stuff like that, and I like I'm taking a class for it right now, so, like, I'm really focused on the blog sphere and stuff like that, so I was like, you know, well, this might be a fun thing to do, like, have set up and everything like that, and so this weekend I did get that set up, and I'll make sure the post or the link is in the description box below, but what my plan is for it, it's, like I said, I like having the blog space to be able to, like, put information in and stuff like that. So over there it would be mostly like you know, like sneak peeks to what's coming up on the YouTube channel in a way, because, like, I already posted over there, like, you know, I have my Orloa painting that I got that's been posted. I posted a picture of the canvas and stuff like that, so it kind of gives, like, a little sneak peek into the what's coming for, like, unboxings and stuff on the channel. So yeah, I'm gonna keep up with that. Just, you know, it's another fun space to, you know, share my progress and my work and stuff. Well, I'm not really sharing progress there. I think the progress photos will still remain on Instagram, but over there it's just, like, there's gonna be finishes and stuff. So if you ever want to, like, scroll through my gallery and see, like, what all I finished and stuff, like, I figured that'd be a fun place to do that. So yeah, I did get that set up this weekend while I was juggling the chillins. Let's go with letter A. So what was I talking about before I got distracted? Take a drink. Oh yeah, I was talking about Tuesday. So yeah, yeah, I really digressed, didn't I? So yeah, Sydney has been. So yeah, Tuesday she was perfect angel for me, which was good. I was like, yay, thank you for being a good girl and stuff. And then, like, some days my fiance comes home for lunch, other days he doesn't. So Tuesday he was kind of like trying to decide, and he's like, you know what, I'm gonna come home for lunch. And I was like, okay, cool. So he ended up coming home for lunch, and I was like, well, first he was like, were you planning on taking a nap? I'm like, well, no, I feel like I slept enough last night. Because we went to bed early and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, I feel like I slept enough last night. I think I'm fine. I don't need a nap. And so he came home for lunch, and we got some time, just the two of us, to eat and talk and stuff like that. And then just as he was about ready to leave, Sydney got up. I'm like, oh, cool, I'll go get her up so she can see you and stuff, because, you know, she misses her daddy when he's in the office. So so I got her, changed her diaper like super fast and got her downstairs and stuff, and so yeah, he was able to say hi to her and walk out the door and to have her stare at him like, wait, where are you going? So yeah, okay, symbols upside down, there we go. But yeah, then he got home, and, you know, we did our normal evening routine, dinner, got the baby in bed, all that fun stuff. Although also I had to do so I'm really struggling with my one class, because basically we're like creating, like we had to create an event in our minds that we are trying to get set up. And like the event I ended up choosing was a diamond painting retreat, because honestly that is the thing that I am like the most familiar with at this point, because obviously like I'm in this space right now. Like I know all the small shops and all that stuff, so, well, not all of them, but I know a handful of them and stuff. And, you know, with me also helping Sophie with an event here for November, we've been like, I've been kind of like more involved in that kind of stuff too. So it's like, okay, this is where I'm like, this is where I know, so I'm gonna go with that because I know that better than like doing a museum exhibit or something like that. And so like we're like so we're doing this project throughout, so the semester, basically like the preparation stages of an event and stuff like that, and like the steps we're taking and all that. And so the assignment I had to do for yesterday was a progress report, and I'm just kind of like sitting there and I'm like, how am I supposed to create a progress report on something that I'm not actually creating? Like, I got so stressed out over it too. I was like, I don't even understand how I'm supposed to do this. Like, I don't get it. And, you know, it's an online course, so like it's not like I can just talk to the teacher and be like, oh, I have a question. But I mean, I guess I could have, but, you know, when you're doing the assignment the day it's due, yeah, it's not always the best to email the teacher about that. But thankfully my fiance knows a decent amount of stuff about this type of writing and stuff like that, so he was able to help me through it and stuff. But like, I'm just really struggling to wrap my head around like, how am I supposed to do a progress report on an event that I'm not actually working on, I'm not actually planning. Like, yeah, I know I have to just make it up, but, you know, if I'm just gonna make it up, then everything is smooth and everything's planned and we're all ready to go, you know. But I don't know, it was just kind of like one of those weird situations, so I was like struggling hard with it. But yeah, we got that taken care of, and then I like diamond painted for a little bit, and then the servers went back online for Genshin, so we immediately logged in. So Genshin's a gacha game, right? And basically that means you collect in-game, like you collect currency. There's only so much of it in the game too, so like you have it, or you can either collect it or you can buy it, basically is what I'm getting at. There's enough for you to get enough pulls and stuff like that for characters, but for the most part, it's like you either collect it or you buy it. So we've been pretty much strict on not spending too much money on the game. Sometimes we'll throw a little bit money in there to get characters that we want specifically and stuff, but it's never a lot. So here we are, like, so we're in this new area and stuff like that, which means we got new characters released, so new banners are up. And the last point version, the 4. The first half of 4.0, we had a banner that was Linny, who's the new character, and Yolan, who's a hydro bow user, who, like, is very sought after. She's very, very good for teams and stuff like that. And, like, you basically pull for these characters on their event banners, and if you don't get them, you have to wait till the banner comes around again. So with those two, I ended up pulling both those characters back to back. I pulled Linny first, and then immediately after I pulled Yolan. I was like, okay, this is insane. Like, did that actually just happen? Because usually, like, you have to, like, bank up some pity, they call it. You have to bank it up to usually get these characters, because, like, your odds increase once you hit certain points, like 70 and 80, I think. 60, 70, 80, I don't know. Either way. So, either way, they kind of just increase as you go. And so, the fact that I got those two characters back to back is just like, what? That happened. And then I ended up pulling Yolan's bow immediately after, too, because I was like, well, I guess I'm going to pull in the weapon banner now, because I completed all this, and then it's like, bam. Guess what? You got her bow too. And I'm like, what? So, similar thing happened this time around too. So we got the new character who is Nubile, who is very powerful hydro character. And I think I was maybe like 50 pity in, so I didn't get any increased odds or anything like that. And I've already pulled him. I was like, oh, okay. And the character on the other banner is not one I care about very much either, so I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll pull in his weapon now. Second time now where, like, right at the start, I'm like, bam, here's a new character, you're good. So yeah, I had to laugh at that because, you know, of course my fiance's still pulling for him. He still hasn't gotten him, but he's also not built up. Well, I mean, either way, still, it's funny. So, yeah. But yeah, we got into that last night. We were playing and having a good time and stuff, and to the point that I forgot I didn't record my weapon chat yet. Whoopsies. So yeah, now here I am on Wednesday evening, like, recording this, and like, as soon as I'm done recording, he's gonna be editing and throwing it up. So yeah, that's my day. That's my life, I should say. Like, it's just full on life at this point. So yeah, but yeah, now here we are. Yeah, and then today was just really nothing too special. Just went to class, had a good conversation about, like, literature and, like, how, phrasing, oh my gosh, how generally we don't see a lot of literature geared towards African Americans or the LGBTQIA community and stuff like that. And, like, that conversation today got me really thinking about my own novel that I'm writing, and I'm like, you know what? I may not be a gay man, I may not be lesbian or anything like that. I am a heterosexual woman, but that doesn't mean I can't write about these characters. And I do have people in my life I can talk to and be like, hey, am I writing this correctly, and stuff like that. So I think I'm definitely going to be adding some stuff. Like, well, I mean, I haven't really started anything yet, but I'm, like, making sure, like, making mental notes, like, okay, certain characters need to be in, like, certain types of characters need to be in my novel at this point, because representation matters. And I remember getting so excited about Fourth Wing because, you know, they do have representation in there, and just, it makes me happy. So, yeah. Just, it was a really good conversation in class today, and just really got me thinking, and of course, because I was thinking so much, I wasn't actually answering questions. But yeah. What's that? Okay. No, you're not allowed. You have to wait till I'm done to use the bathroom. No, just kidding. I'm not that mean. So yeah, good conversations and stuff, and then my friend Tori was showing me her her first published piece, which was really exciting. She got the book and she was showing me, and I was like, oh my god, it's so exciting. I'm like, you're a published writer. And she's like, well, I guess technically. I'm like, no, you see your name, it's in ink there, you're published. So I was very excited for her. Oh, and then of course we got updated puppy pictures this week too. So corgis, they have corgi right here. Their ears are of course straight up. So our little boy Zero, he's getting to that point now where his ears are starting to go up. But the pictures we got this week, one was up and one was still down. And I'm just sitting there like, oh my goodness. I am so thankful both ears are going up, because honestly, I don't think I would be able to say no to anything if he looked at me with like one ear up and one ear down. So yeah, cute little updated pictures. I know I sent them to a bunch of people. I was like, look how cute he is. So yeah, but yeah, seeing that line from where I cut. Okay, we're just about at the end here, so I guess I will just wrap it up, because I'm pretty sure, I think I didn't talk about the car dealership nonsense today, but it's okay. I'll probably have more to talk about that next week anyways. So what is coming up? So, I have a couple videos planned for later in the week and stuff. I think I have something planned for like Friday. And then I also have a video planned for Sunday. Sunday's October 1st. Because Sunday I start my new project, which is going to be a time-lapse of the new Chris Ortega mystery kit that Diamond Art Club released a couple weeks ago. So, very excited about that. So yeah, I have it all kit up and ready to go, and so I'll be posting the unboxing video for that. So yeah, you have the unboxing to look forward to. I decided to do it on October 1st, just because that's the day that I plan on starting the project, and then I'm hoping to I should have it done before the end of October. This one's smaller than the last one I did, and I think the last one only took me like 40 hours to do, and that one had a lot of confetti in it. I'm not sure if this one's going to have as much confetti. So, we shall see. But I will be, so yeah, that'll be coming up on Sunday. Saturday we're going to the zoo with my cousin, so I'm very excited about that. Maybe I'll record a vlog or something for my Ko-fi or something. We'll see. We shall see. And then Monday's the exciting day. It's the day I'm having lunch with a famous writer, so I'm gonna have a lot to talk about next week, I think. So yeah. Okay. So yeah, once again, if you're interested in seeing the posts I'm doing over on Ko-fi, I will make sure it's posted in the description box below. But in the meantime, this video is just about done. I'm not gonna keep you guys too much longer. Got this section almost done. Yay. Like I said, I'm just gonna be bumping through this in hopes to get it finished. I mean, obviously I'm not gonna finish it tonight. I still got like 6 sections over here. But I'm gonna be, hopefully I'll have it finished tomorrow. So yeah, so that's it for this week. If you like this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. And if, or comment, oh my goodness. Sometimes I just need to like write things down so I know what I need to say. So yeah, leave me a comment. Let me know how you guys are doing. If you've made it to the end of the video, let's do like a puppy, something that related to dogs, because we got this cute little corgi here, and of course I talked about my sweet little Zero, which I will be posting public pictures soon enough of him. Just waiting to get him in our hands first, and then I'll be posting pictures. 2 more weeks. So yeah, if you made it to the end of the video, just throw up a little emoji of like something related to a dog. And if you're not already subscribed here, and you just listen to me ramble about my life for an hour, just go ahead and hit that little subscribe button down there. I think you'll like it here. And then hit that bell to be notified whenever I post new videos. Generally, WIP and chats go up on Wednesdays, but things like small shop hauls, post reviews, unboxings, those are more random, so you definitely want to hit that bell to be notified when I post new videos. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.